Now you can see two screens. On the right, we have the student screen, and on the left, we have the teacher screen. Both users have a menu bar on the left and a top menu bar. Adults have a blue Create button that makes the menu options a pop-up. This is helpful if you are using a smaller screen, such as a mobile phone or tablet. The gray question mark is a color legend of the different types of passes in E-Hallpass. The speaker is an audible notification that you can turn on or off. If this is on, when you have a pass waiting for approval, you will receive an audible notification. I want to mention that all of your classroom rules still apply when using E-Hallpass. You can set the expectation that students will ask for permission before making a pass. I'm going to send Kevin on his first pass. To make a pass, Kevin must answer where he is departing from and where he's going to. He can choose from his list of favorites. He can edit this list of favorites. Or he can choose from the drop-down menu or type in a teacher's name. He can choose his destination in the same ways. Kevin selects the locker and clicks Submit. His pass is red, which means stop. Kevin must wait for approval on his pass. On the teacher dashboard, Ms. Lisa can see Kevin's pass and where he wants to go. She can also see how many passes Kevin has had during the day. This function is a teacher favorite. If you click on the number, you can see where Kevin has gone and how long he has been out of class. You can see the same information on the student device in the top left corner. Ms. Lisa can approve this pass in two different ways. She can use her dashboard and click the green Approve button. This could be on her desktop, mobile device, or tablet. When she clicks Approve, the pass turns green on both devices, and the timer starts to count. This prevents students from taking a screenshot of a pass. Please note, students do not need to take their device with them in the hallway. When Kevin comes back to class, Ms. Lisa can end his pass on her dashboard by clicking End and Keep. Now, Kevin will go to the water fountain. He makes his pass and clicks Submit. The second way to approve a pass is on the student device. Ms. Lisa can click on her name in white on Kevin's device and type in her unique PIN. She set this PIN in her profile settings. When she clicks Approve, the pass turns green on both devices. When Kevin comes back to class, Ms. Lisa can end the pass on his device by clicking on the location and typing in her PIN. These two methods of approving and ending passes can be used interchangeably. The next pass I'd like to show you is an auto pass. This allows a student to start and potentially stop their own pass without the teacher physically interacting with that pass. Now, you may be envisioning mayhem, but I want to assure you that you still have control in your classroom. On the teacher dashboard, you can see an auto pass section here. This is an optional feature. If your school admins have not enabled this feature, you won't see the section. If it is enabled, the school administrators will select all the locations they want to be available for an auto pass for the entire building. Then, each teacher can choose the specific locations that are pertinent to their classroom. So, your admins may have selected all the bathrooms, but you might select only the ones on your hall. If you click on the Edit button, we can see that Ms. Lisa has allowed a student to start and stop their own pass to the Girls and Boys 100 bathroom. She could also allow a student to only start their pass, and Ms. Lisa would need to end their pass. And Ms. Lisa can set a limit for how many students can be on an auto pass from her class at one time. She can also turn the auto pass feature off for her class here. If she has a class of freshmen next period and she doesn't trust them to use it, in 2 easy clicks she can disable it. And she can turn it back on for the following class as she wishes. Finally, classroom management should still be in place, so the student knows they must ask for permission before starting their own pass. Now, Ms. Lisa can give a verbal yes and continue teaching while Kevin goes to the bathroom. Now, Kevin makes his pass to go to the bathroom. And this time, he has a green start button. Because Ms. Lisa gave him permission, he will start his own pass. While he's going on his pass, let's look at the teacher dashboard. The building passes tile is for the entire building. The first number is how many active passes are in the entire building. The second number is the total number of passes used during the day. My passes are specific to Ms. Lisa. The first number is how many students she has on an active pass right now. And the second number is how many passes she's been involved in during the day. Flagged passes are passes that exceed a time limit set by your school administrators. These passes are flagged yellow and red. This is a visual to let you know that some passes have run long, and you might want to talk to those students. I'd like to point out the blue question marks again. By clicking on them, you can access quick help text information about the page that you are on. Ms. Lisa can toggle between My Passes and All Passes. When she does this, she can see that another student is in the hallway. She can also toggle between active passes, ended passes, or both. She can filter this information and run a search. Use the basic view to collapse the passes and see more. You can also pause the dashboard to prevent it from updating in real time. This makes it easier to look for a specific pass. Just be sure to resume it when you're done. Now we're looking at the student and teacher screens. Kevin ends his AutoPass by clicking on the stop button because he has returned to class. The next pass I'd like to show you is a layover pass. This is when a student goes to a location and is checked in and out by an adult there. Kevin needs to go to the nurse. He makes his pass, and this time there's a comment required. Kevin needs a Band-Aid for a cut. His pass appears on Miss Lisa's screen, and she approves his pass. While Kevin is on his way to the nurse, I'm going to bring up her screen. This is Nurse Deb. She associated herself with the nurse's office so she can see Kevin's pass to that location, as well as the comment he put, so she can be prepared when he arrives. When Kevin arrives, Nurse Deb can interact with this pass in 3 ways. If there's a long line of students and the period is about to end, she can end his pass and keep him until the next period. She might leave a comment to let Miss Lisa know why. Or maybe Kevin grabs a Band-Aid by the door, gets a nod from Nurse Deb, and goes right back to class. She can click in and out. In this case, Kevin's cut is a bit deeper than he thought, and Nurse Deb needs to disinfect it. She clicks arrived, since Kevin is where he needs to be. She will leave a comment to Miss Lisa that she needs to disinfect his wound. Make sure these comments are professional and generic. Every adult can see them, as well as the student that is involved in the pass. When Kevin is all bandaged up, Nurse Deb clicks returning, and he is on his way back to class. Coming over to Miss Lisa's screen, she can see the timestamps and comments from Nurse Deb. When Kevin arrives, Miss Lisa can end his pass on her dashboard or on the student device. You may be wondering, what do I do if a student didn't bring their device, or maybe the device has died? You can write a teacher pass for a student to use. Find this on your left menu and type in the student's name. You will see any important information about their passes below. Next, choose their location. If there's a limit on this student set by the admins, you will receive a warning in red. Use your professional discretion to decide whether or not to send the student anyway. You can leave a reason for the pass, and if you pre-approve the pass, it will automatically start when you click submit. Then, when the student returns, simply end their pass on your dashboard. The final pass I'd like to show you is the appointment pass. You can find this option on the left menu. Nurse Deb needs to see Kevin today, so she's going to make an appointment. She types in his name and selects the date. This can be for today or any future date. She chooses the period and time, and the teacher Kevin will be with at that time. She can have the appointment pass repeat daily if she needs to give him medicine every day, weekly, maybe a counselor has a weekly counseling appointment with a student, or monthly. Then she puts in a reason. Nurse Deb can easily add students to this appointment by clicking the Add button. Everything auto-populates, and Nurse Deb only needs to select the new student. However, all of the information can be adjusted for the added appointment. Today, we're just going to make an appointment for Kevin. You can see all your appointments on the Appointment tab by scrolling down. Here, you can choose the next 7 days or beyond 7 days, as well as filter this information. You can also find your appointments for today on your dashboard under the Today's Appointments tab. Miss Lisa can see Kevin's appointment to the nurse and interact with it in 3 different ways. If she has a test and she can't send Kevin to the appointment, she can cancel it and let Nurse Deb know why. Or, if she has a quiz during the first 30 minutes of class, she can edit the time and let Nurse Deb know why. In this case, she's going to acknowledge the appointment. We see a green check next to her name. This allows internal communication, which allows all adults to be on the same page. However, if Miss Lisa doesn't acknowledge the appointment, it will still happen. 5 minutes before the appointment, it will automatically switch from the Today's Appointments to the My Passes tab, as a pass waiting for approval. Neither Miss Lisa nor Kevin need to create this pass. Miss Lisa just has to approve it when it appears on her dashboard. On the student screen, we see that Kevin gets a reminder. Students will receive a 20-minute and 5-minute reminder in their app or on their dashboard. If the appointment was created on a previous day, he would also receive an email in the morning with an agenda for all of his appointments for the day. Kevin can choose to acknowledge the appointment, and we see a thumbs up under his name as another internal communication piece. Finally, Kevin can see his appointments by clicking on the Appointment Pass tab on his left menu. Students also have the option to create an appointment request. This is an optional feature, so if your admins have not enabled it, the student will not have this option. The appointment request allows a student to ask for an appointment from an adult, but the adult does have to confirm the request before it will be approved. If they don't confirm it, it simply doesn't happen. Kevin will toggle over to Appointment Request and enter the information requested. For the date, he can choose today, but must choose at least 30 minutes from the time he is creating the request. He can also choose up to 30 days in the future. As a teacher, you will see appointment requests to you on your dashboard under Today's Awaiting Confirmation and Future Awaiting Confirmation. You can confirm, edit, or cancel these requests as you see fit. Finally, students will receive a notification in their bell icon if any appointments or requests have been edited or canceled. On the left menu, you have a pass history report. This allows you to look up the history of a student's passes. You can search by one or more students, teachers, and locations. Add a date range, and click Pass View. You can toggle between My Passes and All Passes, as well as filter and search this information. This can also be downloaded as a CSV file, which is great to take to parent-teacher conferences. When Kevin's parents ask Miss Lisa why she never lets Kevin go to the bathroom, she has all the data to show that he does indeed go during her class. Also on the left menu is the kiosk option. This is an optional feature. If it is not enabled for your school, you will not see this option here. The kiosk allows you to set up a shared device where students can create and end their passes. If you'd like to learn more about this, please consult the blue question marks, as well as our training section, and talk to your school administrator. The out-of-office function allows you to virtually lock your door. This is great for hall duty, IEP meetings, and when you just want to eat your lunch in peace. You can choose the date and times, as well as choose a repetition if you wish. Put a reason, and click Submit. When that time comes, no student will be able to create a pass to you, and they will receive the reason that you entered. Again, consult the blue question mark for more information. New Releases is where you can check for information about system updates or any changes we have made to the system. And finally, we have some training resources available for you right in the system. We have documents, including a teacher guide and quick reference card. And we also have video tutorials. These are bite-sized chunks, about 2 to 5 minutes each, and are divided by topic and user. This makes it very easy to find the topic you want to learn about and spend just a few minutes to become an expert on that topic.